Good evening, this is James coming to you from what will hopefully be the replacement for this guy, which takes decent images for a webcam, but the microphone is not so smart. I'm hoping for the day that a USB 3.0 webcam will come out, but until that happens, hopefully I'll be using the good old trusty HF10 that I'm shooting with right now. Hot chocolate, I mentioned earlier on Twitter, asking for recommendations for alcohol to put in hot chocolate, because I'm the guy who likes to open boxes of stuff like this. This box that's big enough to fit a couple heads. Part of maintaining your sanity in Japan is knowing how to get a hold of the foods and beverages that help keep you sane. And that's what this is all about. I've done most of my online shopping to date on Amazon.co.jp, but there's some things that they don't have. And Rakuten, spelled in, well, I guess it would be spelled in Romaji as R-A-K-U-T-E-N, Rakuten, or Rakuten as some people call it, or Rakuten. They're better at tying together different stores. I mean, Amazon does take, well, let's see, how do I put this? They do handle transactions for their stores, but Rakuten, although they don't have as clean an interface as Amazon, they're better at tying together lots of little tiny stores. And this here is a case of hot chocolate. Because I got tired of going to the neighborhood Kaldi. There's a chain of coffee stores in and around Tokyo called Kaldi. And I forget offhand if it would be with a K or a C, which is strange because they have two shops in my neighborhood. So you'd think I'd remember how to spell their name, but there you go. They used to be my source for Swiss Miss, and then they weren't able to get Swiss Miss anymore. I asked them what happened to the Swiss Miss, and they said, "I'm sorry, we can't get it from our supplier anymore." And they had this instead. They have this instead. And I got sick of getting into the neighborhood after they closed down at 11 o'clock and not being able to get my fix. So I went to Rakuten and I got myself a frickin' case of hot chocolate. It said that on the Rakuten page, if you order 12, you get a whole frickin' case of hot chocolate. So now I got to figure out what kind of alcohol to have with all of this hot chocolate. How many of this? How many is this? This is 12 boxes of 10 envelopes each, so that's 120 envelopes of hot chocolate. Usually I drink 2 at a time in a big fat mug. This takes care of so much stress. You have no idea. Alright, I'm gonna drink some of this, and hopefully this will also have served as a good test of this new webcam setup I have here. Now, what did I do with that remote? Ah, here it is. Okay.